Okay, so on our last video, we had stopped at number 6. We had read it. Jason and Snoopy are running around this circular track with a diameter of 85 feet. So to figure out the distance around it, we need to just do 85 times pi. And then to do it 3 times, we need to multiply whatever we get by 3. So let's come over here and see where I worked that. Okay, so circumference is pi times diameter. 3.14 times 85, which is 266.9. That is 1 time around the track. He's doing 3. So if we multiply that by 3, we get 800.7, which rounds to 801. Okay, on number 7, I did not work it out on that sheet. So I'm going to do it on a calculator here, but let's think for a second. The formula for circumference of a circle is pi times diameter, right? So we know the diameter of this circle is 12.4. How would we find the area of the circle? Well, we know that the diameter is 12.4, and for the area we need the radius. So the radius of the circle, if the diameter is 12.4, we would just divide by 2 because it's half of that, right? So the radius of our circle is 6.2. And we know that for the area of the circle, the formula is pi r squared. So if r is 6.2, r squared is 38.44. 6.2 times 6.2. So the area would be 38.44 pi. And that is this right here. Okay, so number 8. This is what we call a composite shape because it is formed with 2 different shapes. It's not, we don't have we don't have perimeter or area formulas for this shape right here. This is supposed to be an arched window that has these dimensions, 6 and 3 are these sides right here. So they say to consider this top of the circle, this top of the window is a semicircle, so that means half a circle. How much weather stripping do we need to go around the edge of the window? So the edge means we're doing the perimeter of this rectangle and then the circumference of the semicircle. So let's come back over here where I worked this. And let's see. Okay, so the outer edge, perimeter of this I did in green. We know this is 6, we know this is 3, we know this is 6 because it's right across. So the perimeter of that green section would be 15. We know the circumference, which is what we're looking for here, of a circle is pi times diameter. We know the diameter is 3 because this was 3. So 3 pi is the circumference of this circle. 3 times pi is 9.42. So if you add this, but we only need half of that. I didn't do that, did I? Okay, so half of that would be, let's come back over here real quick to the calculator. 9.42 divided by 2, half of that is 4.71. And then we're going to add it to that 15, which would be 19.71. So 19.7 should be our answer. And that's right. I almost made a mistake there. Okay, so here we're doing the area. Remember, the area of a rectangle is length times width. So that area would be 18, right? Let's come back over here to where I worked it. Okay, length times width. So that area in blue is 18. The area of this circle, area of a circle is pi r squared. We know the radius is 1.5 because we knew the diameter was 3. Half of 3 is 1.5. 1.5 squared is 2.25. 2.25 times pi is 7.065. That would be the whole circle. We're only needing half the circle. Half of that is 3.53. If you add 18 to 3.53, you get 21.5. See, I almost made that mistake again. When you're doing these, make sure that if you have something like this and you're doing half a circle, to divide by 2 whatever you get at the end. So what was it, 21.5? Is that right? Yes, 21.5. So that is correct. So that is through 8. I will